Welcome, everyone! In today's video, we'll explore a powerful feature in mapping, new test mapping on interface. Test mapping function works in both inbound and outbound scenarios. For inbound mapping, users can edit templates in CSV, XML, or JSON and view results in a structured table tree view. For outbound mapping, records can be fetched via the query editor and adjusted if needed. The test mapping function ensures accuracy, flexibility, and debugging without real posting, helping you validate, analyze, and improve integration safely and efficiently. In this session, I'll guide you through the complete process of testing and inbound mapping using different file formats and adapter connections. First, as you can see, our interface is already set up with a metadata provider's repository. The source and target are defined, and the direction is set to inbound. We also have an inbound adapter linked with this interface. After begin by clicking on the Test Mapping button. This opens the Inbound Test Mapping window. Here, you'll notice we have multiple options for testing, such as CSV, XML, and JSON formats. The system automatically shows these formats converted accordingly. In the message section below, you can also see the processed data results. First, let's check the adapter test connection. When we click this button, it shows that the adapter properties are loaded successfully. This means our adapter connection is working fine. Next, let's look at the import file option. Here, we can upload files in CSV, XML, or JSON format. For example, I'll upload a CSV file. Once uploaded, the file is displayed here. Similarly, you can import XML or JSON files manually for testing. Now, moving on to the Save File option. Here, you can assign any file name. For example, payload CSV. And then click Save. The file is saved successfully. Now click on the button Retrieve File button. See Retrieve File appears in the list. You can also download the file or open it again later for reuse. This same process applies to XML and JSON payloads as well. Click on Save File button. File name Payload XML and save. Now click on the button Retrieve File button. See Retrieve File type XML appears in the list. You can also download the file or open it again later for reuse. This same process applies to JSON payloads as well. Click on Save File button. Provide file name Payload JSON and save. Now click on the button Retrieve File button. See Retrieve File type JSON appears in the list. You can also download the file or open it again later for reuse. Next, let's focus on the message section. Here, we select the Salesforce object. For example, you can see the hierarchical account and contact object. Click on the Action button. You will see the field account number and name, already updated with test data. On the contact object, the last name is updated as well. Now, we click on Execute. The system processes the mapping and shows a success message. Below, you can see the updated records displayed as results. Finally, we have the refresh button. Clicking on it reloads the page and displays all formats and messages again, ready for a fresh test. And that's it. This is the complete process of inbound test mapping, from testing the adapter connection, importing files, saving payloads, to executing and verifying updated records. Let's walk through the process of outbound test mapping step by step. We've already configured the metadata provider repository, defined the source and target, set the direction to outbound, and linked it with the outbound adapter. Now, let's click on the test mapping button to begin. The first section we see is the query editor. Here, we can write and execute SOQL queries to fetch records directly from Salesforce. For example, I'll execute a query here, and we can see all the related records displayed from the organization. Next, let's check the Open Query Data option. When we click on it, the interface shows the queries for the mapped objects. For example, the account object query is displayed here, and executing it shows all the account records currently available along with the fields which we provided during the mapping ID, account number, billing city, billing country, billing street, name, phone, and Salesforce.related account records appear. Similarly, for the contact object, the query includes fields like ID, email, first name, last name, and title. When we execute this query, the related contact records appear. Now, let's look at the case object. The query here retrieves the ID, status, subject, and type fields. Again, executing it shows all the case records present in Salesforce. This functionality helps us quickly test and validate SOQL queries before running them in the mapping. We can also create custom query conditions. For example, let's filter by billing city equal to Singapore. So our query becomes: select ID, account number, billing city, billing country, street, and phone from account where billing city equals Singapore. Executing this shows only the account records where the billing city is Singapore. This is how we test clauses and conditions in the query editor. Now, moving on to the Message tab. Here, we can see the hierarchical type message generated. For the account object, fields like name, account number, and ID are updated. For the contact object, the last name and ID are updated. And for the case object, fields like ID and status are updated. When we click on Execute, the mapping runs successfully. On the results side, we can see the updated records displayed in a hierarchical format: account, contact, and case, each showing the updated fields. Next, let's go to the Payload tab. This displays the updated payload data generated from the outbound mapping. We also have the Test Connection button. This simply validates that the outbound adapter linked to the interface is working properly. Finally, the refresh button reloads the page, so we can start fresh, run queries again, or recheck payload and results. And that's it. This is how we perform outbound test mapping, from writing and executing queries, testing conditions, checking messages, and verifying payload results. Thank you for watching. Hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials on mapping, integration, and our product best practices.